Nang YouTube tabdu so da on First, the top news headlines. State Cabinet resolves to designate Haibok Ching in Langthawal, Imphal West as reserve forest. Chief of Northeast Frontier Railway calls on Chief Minister and Biren improvement of rail infrastructure discussed. Naga student bodies opposed Indo-Myanmar border fencing in Kamjong district, says Tangkhul villages along the border not consulted. One PLA, two Pripak Pro cadres killed in crossfire on Indo-Myanmar border, reportedly involving KNF-B and PDF. Two prominent leaders of Tangkhul Mayar Ngalalong killed in a road misstep near Singcha Junction along Ukhrul Kamjong Road. And Integral Rural Management Association calls for urgent establishment of fast-track special courts to ensure timely justice for rape and pokeshow victims. A very good evening. You are watching IS English News. This is Suraj Khongban Tabam giving you the news. Now the news in detail. The State Cabinet convened today made a significant decision to designate Haibok Ching in Langthawal, Imphal West as a reserve forest. In addition, the Cabinet approved a survey to classify molehills in various valley areas of the state as protected or reserve forest. Following the meeting, Minister S. Sapam Ranjan, the spokesperson for the state government, addressed the media at the DIPR auditorium in Imphal. He highlighted that Haibok Ching is not only a sacred site but also a habitat for numerous flora and brags about its remarkable scenic beauty. To safeguard and conserve this area, the Cabinet approved its tagging as a reserve forest under Section 4 of the Indian Forest Act of 1927. Furthermore, the Cabinet agreed to amend the Gazette notification issued on December 2nd in 2014, which had declared Haibok Ching Sang as a revenue village to facilitate its inclusion under the reserve forest category. The Cabinet also endorsed the survey of molehills in valley areas to protect them from deforestation and land mining activities. This initiative reflects the government's commitment to environmental conservation and the sustainable management of natural resources in the state.
As all of us know that this Haibok Ching, which is Haibok Hills, which is situated in the Langthawal area of Imphal West, is considered to be very sacred, and the biodiversity that's also found there, it's also very important with the beautiful landscapes. And it was felt that we need to protect this hill by turning into a reserved forest under the Section 4 of the Indian Forest Act 1927. So the Cabinet in its sitting today has approved that this hypoxia, which will be now a reserve forest under the Act, as I just mentioned. And along with this, all the molehills, all of us know that we have many molehills in the valley region where many of them have deprived of trees, where trees have been cut down, and some excavation works also do go on. So the cabinet has decided.
Chief Administrative Officer of Northeast Frontier Railway, Guwahati, Assam, Hitendra Goyal today called on Chief Minister N. Biren Singh at his secretariat in Imphal. During their meeting, they engaged in a productive discussion aimed at enhancing rail connectivity and improving rail infrastructure in Manipur. In his social media handle, the Chief Minister expressed optimism about the outcomes of their talks, highlighting the importance of rail development for the region. A photo from the meeting accompanied the post illustrating the collaborative efforts to advance transportation in Manipur. Naga student bodies have reaffirmed their opposition to the forced fencing of the Indo-Myanmar border in Kamsong district, emphasizing that such actions should not occur without prior consultation with the affected Tangkhul villages. President of the Tangkhul Katamnaulong Tangkhul Southern Students Union, Yarchui So Kasung, while addressed the media, revealing that a memorandum was submitted to Chief Minister N. Biren Singh on September 20th, calling for an immediate halt to the fencing process. Kasung criticized the official letters related to the border fencing, which he claimed contained objectionable content, sparking public disapproval and concern. Highlighting the inappropriateness of labeling Chassad village as a cookie village under the jurisdiction of Sampui of Tangkhul village, he questioned if the central government was attempting to create divisions among communities. He noted that the historical boundary agreement signed in 1967 resulted in the ceding of Cabo Valley to Myanmar. While acknowledging New Delhi's efforts to manage the influx of illegal immigrants, Kasung argued that scrapping the free movement regime (FMR) and sealing the border would not be effective solutions. Instead, he suggested updating the National Register of Citizens (NRC), establishing a population commission, and enforcing the Inner Line Permit (ILP) more strictly. Kasung warned that if the fencing continued forcibly, the student bodies would initiate democratic agitation. Meanwhile, the Naga People's Front Manipur State Unit also condemned the proposed Indo-Myanmar fencing in Naga areas without correcting traditional boundaries. In a recent cross-firing at the Indo-Myanmar border area, one cadre of the proscribed group PLA and two other cadres belonging to the proscribed group Pripak Pro were reportedly killed during a crossfire involving suspected members of the KNFB and PDF along with other militant groups. Additionally, one individual is missing and is feared to have been abducted by the KNFB and PDF. The incident occurred following reports of the presence of Northeast-based insurgent groups in the Lalim area, which borders Ukhrul and Myanmar. It is believed that the Myanmar-based militants KNFB and PDF initiated the attack in response to these developments. Among the casualties identified were two individuals known as Captain Gulu and Bonisana. However, the exact number of casualties from the incident remains unclear as authorities continue to gather information. In a devastating road accident near Singcha Junction this morning, two prominent leaders of the Tangkhul Mayar Ngalalong or TMNL lost their lives. The deceased have been identified as TMNL President Themaso Talanau and Assistant General Secretary Maso Thing. The accident reportedly occurred on the Ukhrul-Kamsong State Road, approximately 45 kilometers from Ukhrul town. Reports indicate that the vehicle carrying the leaders crashed near the junction, resulting in fatal injuries for both men. The driver, who suffered severe leg injuries, has been rushed to a nearby hospital for urgent medical treatment. The cause of the accident is still under investigation. The loss of these two influential leaders has sent shockwaves throughout the Tangkhul communities, prompting an outpouring of grief and condolences from friends, family, and supporters. The Integrated Rural Management Association (IRMA) has called for the urgent establishment of more fast-track special courts (FTSCs) to ensure timely justice for rape and POCSO, protection of children from sexual offences victims. This appeal follows the findings of a recent report, Fast Track Justice, Role of Fast Track Special Courts in Reducing Case Backlogs, which reveals that while regular courts in India had a 10% disposal rate for such cases in 2022, FTSCs showed significantly higher efficiency, disposing of 83% of cases. The report recommends setting up 1,000 additional FTSCs, warning that India would need to resolve one rape or POCSO case every 3 minutes to clear the backlog within a year. Currently, the backlog stands at over 2 lakh cases. IRMA director emphasized that victims often endure years of waiting for justice, compounding their trauma. The association urges the state government to make all earmarked FTSC functional and establish new ones to prevent justice delays. The report also highlights the availability of unutilized Nirbhaya Fund resources, which could be used to operate these courts for the next 2 years. Following Chief Minister Biren Singh's announcement that salaries and pensions for state employees will be dispersed before October 31st for the Ningol Chakoba festival, today the Under Secretary of Finance communicated with the Director of Treasuries and Accounts, confirming that pay and allowances, including general institutional allowance, salaries, as well as monthly pensions for October 2024 will be issued in advance on October 31st. The letter requests that all drawing and dispersing officers or DDOs linked with the relevant treasuries submit their salary and GIA salary bills by October 29. Additionally, treasuries responsible for monthly pension payments are advised to generate their pension bills by the same deadline to ensure timely processing. Meanwhile, the Manipur Homeguard's Employees Welfare Association (MHGEWA) has appealed to the state government for the early release of duty allowances for October 2024 ahead of the Diwali and Ningol Chakoba festivals. In a letter to the Chief Minister, Manipur Homeguard Employees Welfare Association President Yanglem Mangising highlighted the financial hardships faced by Homeguard volunteers who serve with dedication despite low pay. The President noted that state employees are set to receive their October salaries early as announced by the Chief Minister and requested the same consideration for the volunteers. The association has urged that allowances be released by October 31st to ensure volunteers can celebrate the festivals without financial strain. As part of the environmental conservation program by the Directorate of Environment and Climate Change, Uningtho saplings were planted today on the hillside in Luang Sangbang Maninglekai to help restore the natural environment and promote ecological balance. Additionally, Uningtho tree saplings and plastic bottle banks were distributed to the villagers of Luang Sangbang Maninglekai during a function held at the village community hall. The program coincided with the stocking of fish fingerlings in community ponds of Manipur, which seeks to combine environmental conservation with community involvement under the aegis of Chief Minister Biren Singh. Both initiatives, organized by the Luang Sangbam United Club organization, were attended by the wife of Chief Minister Biren Singh and social worker Ann Hiainu, along with T. Brazamani, Director of Environment and Climate Change, and H. Balkrishna, Director of Fisheries, as Presidium members. During her speech, Ann Hiainu emphasized the significant improvements in the area's environment due to the efforts led by Chief Minister Biren Singh. She stated that the Chief Minister's initiative to plant the state tree Uningtho reflects his deep commitment to conserving the environment. This plantation effort will greatly contribute to improving the local ecosystem. Moreover, fish farming conducted without the use of harmful chemicals will not only boost the local economy but also promote health and food security in Manipur. She expressed hope that the stocking of fish fingerlings would help revive local fish populations and make Manipur more self-sufficient in fish production.
Sarsi akhoi mangsan mangi dorabasi amuhanna yokhatna bagi ta lekai khudin da satuna uthaba odi sarsi thaba dagi akhoi green river sal loina ba asangba kano oina ba thaba duga loina na fishery department ka su kano satminara ka akhoi gi nga ma sa mayam akhoi gi mapan dai pusakli lagi ba nga mayam se pusalakta na akhoi gi Manipur sida akhoi gi pothok se marang kaina phangna bagi da makta akhoi pangthok chapa program ni duna Namasasi Tada than a quiggy Apaba Mapa Lena Tinasi and the Pabanga Harry out of organic Webanga Saduna Lena Tinama and Matunava so I know my Apu Totuna Mapande Pusla was sitting never to give a cat as a Tazabani or you'll see Mayam Nana Mayamda Hygienic is Nasi being at the Padok Sour Kandamapumari Park and the Quiggy Nasi Makwigi function with him the out of a Makalamani na akhoi masi phajana pothok se yamna marang kaina pothoga akhoi gi semin lon da su kana ba oina ba tawina si habasi man haise.
In a significant demonstration of dissent, staff from various departments at the mini secretariat in Thoubal staged a sit-in protest today against what they describe as excessive monetary demands made by certain organizations. Employees from the General Education Office, ZTO, Integrated Child Development Services, ICDS, and the One-Stop Center, Sakhi, participated in the protest. Participants displayed placards condemning the demands, asserting that they are beyond reasonable limits. The protesters expressed their frustration over the undue pressure these demands place on employees and called for immediate action from the authorities to address their concerns. They emphasized the need for fairness and transparency in dealing with monetary requests. The Indian Red Cross Society IRCS Bisnupur District Branch mourns the passing of a valued life member and dedicated community member, Khangimbam Sundar from Kumbi today. He was 42. Sundar was known for his commitment to humanitarian service and his contributions to the IRCS. His dedication to helping others and promoting community welfare will be remembered fondly by all who knew him. During this difficult time, the IRCS extended its deepest condolences to Sundar's family and friends. Vice Chairman K.H. Leela Chandra, Secretary Dr. Huidrom Romain, Joint Secretary Huidom Siamchan and all committee members expressed their heartfelt sympathy and stand in solidarity with Sundar's loved ones as they grieve this significant loss. A health camp was held today at the Idigha ground in Lilong Haurebi Mayalekai, Thoubal district, organized by 4th Assam Rifles and Lilong United Clubs. The camp featured the participation of Brigadier Ananya Bora, commander of 9th Sector, Colonel Sandeep Mishra, commander of the 4th Assam Rifles, along with Lilong United Club's convener Sajjad Bhuyamayum, social worker Mufti Sabir Shah and Hazi Rami. The camp provided specialized medical services including surgery, ophthalmology, orthopedics, gynecology, medicine and pediatrics, with doctors from Mumbai offering their expertise. The initiative aimed to cater to the health needs of women and children in the community, also distributed free medicines. Convener of Lilong United Clubs, Sajjad Bhuyamayum, expressed gratitude towards the participating specialists for their commitment to serving the community, particularly during the current health challenges faced in Manipur. Highlighting the importance of such initiatives to ensuring access to quality health care for all, he stated that the camp aimed to address critical health issues and support the well-being of the local population, demonstrating a collaborative effort to enhance healthcare access in the region.
Medical care Mumbai the best over doctor specialist kayana mapung lembira kanda ton by specialist medicine orthopedic dermatology medicine gi ton ba mama specialist lembira kanda laying pathabasi chathabani loinana army ki side tegi moigi Assam rifle ki side tegi asigumba khoi free medical camp asida hida langdan na singbasu free da len na blame na khoi provide to ba khoi lem na yen thok pagi thoromom su yawi masigumba khoi kano free medical camp ase tongan tongan ba khoi lilongi mafam kaya ma da khoi pangthora khani ai bagi lilong Assam rifle ki side tegi so khoi thajabopi.
In a significant move aimed at enhancing medical education and teacher recruitment, the Meghalaya Cabinet convened yesterday at Resubelpara, North Garo Hills, approved a series of key ordinances. A standout measure is the Meghalaya Private Medical Institution Regulation of Admission, Fixation of Fees and Reservation Ordinance 2024. This ordinance will facilitate student enrollment at the P.S. Sangma International Medical College, which is affiliated with the University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya. The ordinance will take effect following the governor's approval and will establish a regulatory body responsible for overseeing fee structures, implementing reservation policies, and managing seat allocations in line with government guidelines and court rulings. The P.S. Sangma Medical College, named after the former Lok Sabha Speaker, is expected to commence operations shortly after the ordinance is enacted. In addition to the medical education reforms, the Cabinet also approved raising the upper age limit for serving SSA teachers to 45 years, allowing them to participate in state recruitment examinations for various educational positions. This adjustment aims to bolster the teaching workforce in Meghalaya, ensuring that qualified individuals can contribute to the state's education sector.
Under sponsored seats of the government of Meghalaya as of today have to sign a bond indicating that as and when the student passes the examination and qualifies for performing as a doctor, as and when the interviews are called, we will be conditioned to giving them a job and offering them a job. But having said that, this bond is in operation until such time that government decides to withdraw the bond. You must have seen in other sectors of education, we still have government-sponsored seats. Engineering still has seats, then you have BDS still has seats, and we hope that agriculture also still has seats, and we hope that we will be able to maintain the promise to give them a job if they come back to the state. But the bonds of these additional costs.
The Border Security Force BSF successfully thwarted a major smuggling attempt and seized contraband items worth 16 lakhs rupees along the international border of Meghalaya. The operation followed intelligence inputs about an attempt to smuggle cattle across the border yesterday. As per report, the BSF troops posted with the 4th Battalion in Meghalaya launched special operations in the region aimed at curbing cross-border smuggling. During the operations, they rescued 27 cattle concealed in a jungle area near the border intended for illegal transport into Bangladesh. The rescued cattle were handed over to the P Muktpur initiative for further action, ensuring the safety of local communities in the border area. In a separate operation, the BSF intercepted a pickup vehicle numbered ML05AC, which was loaded with cosmetic items being transported without valid documents in the East Khasi Hill district. Additionally, the BSF seized a significant quantity of eatable items with liquor during their operations along the border. Before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top news headlines once again. State Cabinet resolves to designate Haibok Ching in Langthabal, Imphal West as reserve forest. Chief of Northeast Frontier Railway calls on Chief Minister and Biren improvement of rail infrastructure discussed. Naga student bodies opposed Indo-Myanmar border fencing in Kamjong district, says Tangkhul villages along the border not consulted. One PLA, two pre-Pak Pro cadres killed in crossfire on Indo-Myanmar border, reportedly involving KNFB and PDF. Two prominent leaders of Tangkhul Mayarngalalong killed in a road mishap near Singcha Junction along Ukhrul Kamjong Road. And Integral Rural Management Association calls for urgent establishment of fast-track special courts to ensure timely justice for rape and POCSO victims. Well, that's all for now. Keep watching ICE News and have a great evening.